Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news, hope you and your friends follow along. Although I don't like Chun's looks, I have to admit that he looks good in Gardens of Gardenia title, The Unexpected Allure of Chun, a short drama that surprised me recently. Plagued by a drought of good shows, I reluctantly turned to Chun, a name that has long dominated short drama circles, though I had never quite understood the hype. His looks, I admit, had never struck me as remarkable. But his popularity couldn't be ignored. There had to be something more beneath the surface. Curious, I clicked play on Juju again, and again, a short series starring Chun and Yang. What I expected was another run-of-the-mill romantic flick. What I got was a roller coaster of emotion, and perhaps even a re-evaluation of what charm really means. The story opens with light-hearted bickering and laugh-out-loud misunderstandings. But just when you think it's all fluff, the emotional depth hits like a wave. Chun's character, subtle, restrained, quietly affectionate, grows on you. And Yang? She's magnetic. Their chemistry builds not with grand gestures, but in the quiet moments, a lingering glance, an unfinished sentence, a shared silence. Then comes the twist. It's sudden, unexpected, and yet perfectly placed. You laugh, you cry, and then you sit in stunned silence as the credits roll. Watching Juju again and again was not just entertainment, it was a reminder: charisma isn't always loud, and love doesn't need fireworks to feel real. I came for curiosity, I left with an odd ache in my chest and a newfound appreciation for storytelling done right. Chun, Against All Odds, got me title, The Steadfast Heart. How one short drama redefined devotion. One of the most striking revelations from Juju again and again isn't just the emotional pacing or romantic chemistry, it's the male lead himself. In a genre often overrun by emotionally erratic heroes or love-struck fools, Chun's character stands out as a rare kind of romantic lead, calm, rational, and quietly unwavering. 3 years ago, the couple broke up. The female lead, caught in a web of personal turmoil, ended things with a few cutting words. But instead of reacting with bitterness or retreating into pride, the male lead chose patience. He didn't chase her impulsively, nor did he lash out in wounded pride. He waited for 3 years. He worked on himself, honed his career, grew into a man capable of offering not just love, but stability. He never doubted her intentions. He believed, steadfastly, that her decision came from pain, not apathy. And so he prepared for the day he would return, not to demand answers, but to rebuild what they had lost. It's a kind of love that doesn't shout, it endures. And in an era where instant gratification and dramatic twists dominate screen romances, this quietly determined character delivers something unexpectedly profound. He teaches us that true love is not just about passion or timing. It's about clarity, patience, and above all, respect. And in doing so, he reminds us that the most powerful romantic gesture isn't a dramatic chase but a steady, unshakable wait. Title, I Am Your Dog, a bold, bittersweet take on reconciliation when it comes to second chances. Juju again and again delivers one of the most unexpectedly poignant and darkly humorous reunion arcs in recent short drama history. At the heart of it all is the male lead, whose emotional journey is anything but conventional. 3 years ago, in the heat of a breakup, he scoffed at the idea of crawling back. Break up? Fine. Anyone who wants to reconcile is a dog, he muttered bitterly to himself. It was pride talking, wounded pride. And yet, pride was no match for love that quietly endured. Flash forward to his return. Older, sharper, more successful. But the moment he sees her again, every carefully constructed wall begins to crumble. He wants her back desperately so. And when she turns him away, citing the past, his response is both hilarious and heartbreakingly sincere. I am your dog. It's a line that startles, then stings. A punchline wrapped in pain, ego stripped away entirely. There's no manipulation, no grandstanding. Just vulnerability, laid bare in 6 devastating words. What makes this moment unforgettable isn't just the humor, it's the courage. He's willing to humiliate himself, to reverse a declaration he once made in pride, because she's worth it. It's messy, real, and unexpectedly brave. This isn't your typical rom-com reconciliation. It's raw. And it resonates. Because at some point, We've all said things we didn't mean and wished, silently, for the chance to take them back. This drama doesn't just give us the chance. It dares to say, even a dog can love with dignity. Title, The Art of Bending Without Breaking, Why This Male Lead Wins Hearts. Say what you will, but no one can deny it. This male lead's ability to bend and yield is nothing short of admirable. That's the kind of sentiment echoing across comment sections after Juju again and again aired its now iconic reconciliation scene. And honestly, they're right on the surface. He's the typical tall, sharp-featured male lead, successful, confident, seemingly untouchable. But strip away the aura, and you'll find something far more compelling: humility in the name of love. True emotional intelligence. When faced with rejection, lesser characters might lash out or walk away, cloaked in pride. But this man does the unthinkable. He puts aside his ego, swallows his past words, and says to the woman he loves, "I am your dog." It's not self-deprecation, it's surrender. Not of dignity, but of stubbornness, because he knows love is not a battlefield for dominance. It's a space where softness wins, where vulnerability is a strength, not a flaw. It's this willingness to kneel, emotionally, that makes him unforgettable. No grand gestures. No over-the-top possessiveness. Just one man, admitting that for her, he would rather bow than break. And maybe that's exactly why someone would choose to stay with him, not for the armor he wears in public, but for the quiet, sincere surrender he offers in private. In a world full of men afraid to kneel, here's one who chooses to for love. Title, Only Her, a love that defies all odds. And Juju again and again, the male lead doesn't just fall in love, he stands in it, fights for it, and declares it without hesitation. His love for the female lead isn't cautious or conditional. It's absolute. Fierce. Public. In a moment that feels like the emotional climax of the entire series, he faces not just emotional distance, but societal pressure and family disapproval. Any rational man might waver, choose the safer path, the more appropriate match. But not him. With unwavering eyes and a voice that cuts through the noise, he makes his stance known: only her. No one else. 3 simple words. But behind them lies a storm of defiance, devotion, and clarity. It's not a reckless outburst, it's a carefully chosen truth. In a world full of compromises, he draws a hard line. He refuses to let class, expectations, or past hurt dictate his future. And in doing so, he does something extraordinary. He brings the woman he loves out of the shadows and places her in the light. This is not just romance, it's revolution. He tells the world, "This is the woman I love, and I will not hide it." And in that moment, he teaches us all something rare and beautiful, that the truest kind of love isn't the one you keep quiet and safe, it's the one you dare to shout, even when the world tells you not to. Only her. Always her. That's a love story worth remembering. Title, Not My Type, but undeniably captivating. Chun's breakout performance. Admittedly, Chun's looks have never been my personal cup of tea. But watching Juju again and again made me eat my words one scene at a time. In this short drama, Chun doesn't rely on physical charm. Instead, he delivers something far more compelling: emotional range. His portrayal of the male lead is layered and strikingly authentic. Whether he's playfully clinging to the female lead with soft, almost puppy-like affection, or fiercely stepping in to shield her from the world with commanding protectiveness, every moment feels real. Then comes the fire scene, a turning point that seals the emotional gravity of the series. As he searches for her in the smoke and chaos, panic takes over. And when he finally finds her safe, alive, his shaking voice and trembling hands say everything his words can't. It's not just acting, it's feeling. What makes this series special is the balance it strikes. There's the sugar rush of romance, yes, but also the sting of real stakes. The dialogue is bold, the emotional beats hit hard, and Chun's performance anchors it all with surprising depth. So while I may not have fallen for his face, I fell for his character, the kind that loves loudly, protects fiercely, and breaks beautifully. Juju again and again may not have been on my radar at first, but now it's one I can stop recommending. Because in the end, it's not about looks, it's about how a story makes you feel. And this one? It stays with you.